Black people, let me holler at you real quick. I just want to talk to you about something. Why is it that we gatekeep information from each other? Because I promise you, it's enough out here for everybody. And I know it's just us because I just so happen to have some business colleagues that are Hispanic. I got some that are Indian. I got some that are Chinese. And I can work with them, and I can work with them just fine. And what I've noticed about them is that if somebody is of their own people, they are willing to help them and take them up under their wing real quick. Now, I had a young lady reach out to me today because she wanted to work with me as a subcontractor on a contract. Now, of course, I could tell when she called me by her voice, I knew she was a black woman, and I'm always down to help my people. But she wanted to actually work with me on a contract that's going on in Houston. Now, unfortunately, on this contract, I already got some people that's up under me that's trying to actually bid. So I told her that I can't actually work with her on that contract because I don't want to work against some of my own people. It's kind of like a conflict of interest. But this is what I did because this was going to be her first contract that she tried to get on. I gave her a lot of information that can pretty much give her an edge. You know, I talked to her for a little bit, gave her a little bit of information that can help make her business stronger. And in between talking to her, she told me that she's been in the business for like 2 or 3 years, and she's just trying to, it's her first time. She gained experience. She don't really got nobody showing her the way, but she's been figuring out a lot on her own. And to be honest, I like people like that because it shows me the kind of mind frame that they have. To be honest, it actually reminded me of myself because I had to figure out everything on my own. I had to make my own mistakes, come back from my mistakes, jump over hurdles. And if I did find somebody that knew more than me, if I asked them for a little guidance, they either didn't tell me or they wanted to charge me some astronomical amount of money just to give me a half the truth. Let me tell you, this is why I don't mind giving you guys the information. Because first off, 80% of y'all are going to get the information and not going to do nothing with it anyway. The other 10% is going to get halfway through it, and then you're going to quit, and then you're going to move on to the next thing. Now, the other last 10% or 5 or 10% or whatever, what you're going to actually do, you're going to actually go through it. You're going to start making money. You're going to start to become successful. And then most likely what you're going to do is you're going to reach out to me. You're going to tell me about your achievements. And also you might actually make more or other deals that you might even come back to me and even put me on because I can't be everywhere at all the time. I can't be all across the United States. I didn't help people up in New York. I didn't help people up down in Florida. I didn't help people in California. And guess what they do? They reach out to me and they say, hey, man, I got loads coming through Dallas. I got this and I got that. Hey, can you pick this up? Can you do this? And guess what? I'm building a network. So either way it goes, it still comes back to me. But with me helping other people, I help them build themselves up. And guess what? They end up coming back to me and help building me up as well. And we can do that with each other. You don't even understand the amount of information that I know about this logistics industry. And logistics go way further than just trucking because, of course, I've been in trucking, but I know everything about this. I mean, of course, I've already told you guys about the freight brokering. I told you guys about dispatching. I told you guys about, medical carrier work. I told you guys how to get on with the government, how to get military loads, how to get on with FEMA. Like, I've told you so much, and guess what? I've only scratched the surface of the amount of information that I know about this. Do you want to private label you some produce or private label you some rice? Or do you want to get your own bottled water? Do you want to know where to get building material at because you want to get a house wholesale? I know where they chopping down the wood at to where you can go get wood wholesale. Like, I know so much information about this industry, about logistics, where everything comes from across seas. Like, I know so much of this. And the thing is, I ain't got to really gatekeep any of this information for you because if you start your business, if you get your lumber business started, if you get your rice business started, guess what you might need? You might need somebody to transport it for you because when you've been in this industry this long, you learn a lot. And not just been in the industry this long, when you've made as many mistakes as I have, and then you have to learn from it, and then you overcome the mistakes and you come back even stronger. Say, man, like, let me tell you, we can work with each other as a people. We ain't got to gatekeep and we ain't got to overcharge for everything. Of course, I got A to Z Training Ultra. It's $23 a month. The only reason I even charge even a price for that is because the platform I use charges me to use the platform. So I gotta kind of transfer some of that payment on to you guys. But I got over 60 hours of videos giving you guys information. There's more information on inside of that program than what you guys even planned for. But that's just how I am. But anyway, I'm talking to my people. But why do we gatekeep information from each other? Because we don't have to. If you want to know where to go get the best banks from, the best loans, I just dropped a video telling you guys where to go get the best loans from, where to get the best grants from. I tell you because didn't nobody want to tell me. So I tell you, you ain't got to be in no industry 15, 20 years to figure it out. You take this information and you will know in less than a year, and you can go ahead and take off. And once you take off, you can go and help your people, you can help your family, and you can be successful, man. We ain't got to gatekeep information from each other. All right, peace.